Welcome to this practice that is especially for the second part of winter when things start to get a little bit heavier. You might have snow, you might have rain, still maybe dry weather, but things start to become heavier. And what we need is a little bit more fire and a little bit more heating practices, not crazy, intense heating practices, but something that stokes our inner fire, our Agni, our digestive fire. And this digestive fire, it's not just to digest food, it's also our intellect, like to digest experiences and understand them. But basically everything that we take in through the senses need to be digested, so that we take in through the eyes, any images, through the ears, through the mouth, through the nose, so anything that we take in, touch as well, through the senses, it needs to be digested. So this Agni, especially with so many media coming in, needs to be really strong and balanced. So that's what our practice will focus on. It will be short but sweet. So you can sit in a comfortable position, with a tall spine, rub the palms of the hands together until you feel some warmth already now in between the hands. And then go ahead, place the palms of the hands in front of the heart, lower the shoulders. We'll open our practice with the sound of Om, this big cosmic yes. Deep inhale. Slowly open the eyes and bring one hand on the belly, one hand on the thigh or the knee. If you are menstruating or pregnant, you want to imagine that you're doing the next practice. If you're not, it's probably okay for you to join. So Kapalabhati, skull shining breath. What do we do? It's not a very short and sweet sound like that most of us practice. That's another way to do it. The way that I learn it, it's really mimicking coughing, because that's really how the lungs are cleansed, and it's a cleansing practice for the lungs. So with the hand on the belly, cough and feel what your belly does. It pulls up and in, right? That's what we do. So it's like this. Almost like this wheezing sound that I just made. So it's not so much, it's much more profound, and it really rinses the lungs, so it cleanses the lungs fully. We do 10 times and then we rest. All right, again, menstruating, postpartum, early postpartum, or pregnancy, you don't want to do this. You want to imagine that you're doing it. Whenever you're ready, you can start. Observe what you feel after 10 Kapalabhati. And we transition to the breath that we'll take with us in this practice. Ujjayi breath, victorious breath. Whispered ah sound on the inhale. Whispered ha sound on the exhale. Mouth open or closed. I'm going to take off my socks. So as you breathe nice and deep, transition slowly away from what you're sitting on onto hands and knees. Take the breath with you. And then reverse cat cow here to get deeper into our core, into our belly. So inhale, round your spine. Let the tailbone come down, chin to chest. Exhale, arch the spine. Inhale, round the spine. Lift, lift, lift. Exhale, arch the spine, but keep a little bit of that lift through the pit of the belly. One more time. Press the hands down round. And exhale, arch. Come to neutral spine. Walk your hands one hand distance forward from the line of the shoulders. Hug the forearms in. Curl the toes under, send the sit bones back. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Long extended spine. Bend the knees enough to create that long extended spine. Now on your next inhalation, way forward into plank. Slowly, slowly lift the belly muscles, shoulders over wrists, knees could be down or up. And then when you exhale, pull the belly muscles up and in. Transition back to down dog. And do that again. Inhale, way forward. Shoulders over wrists. Exhale, pull up and back from your belly, not your hips. One last one. Inhale, way forward. Exhale, pull back. Then look forward to the hands. Inhale and begin to wake your way to the top of the mat. Fold forward over the legs, just adjusting my microphone so you can hear me. Relax your head, your neck. Press the feet down. Inhale, circle the arms up and overhead. We'll adjust the crown bar just a little bit. You can see the arms. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, both feet step back to plank. Remember, the knees can be down or up in plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower knees or straight legs to the belly. Forearms come down, both of them. Spread the fingers, tops of the feet push onto the ground. Inhale, lift the chest forward and up. Exhale, release. Hands underneath the shoulders, downward facing dog. And one more cycle of your breath. And look forward to the hands, inhale. Exhale, make the way to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, lift your arms up and overhead, long extended spine. Exhale, hands at the heart. We'll change, big toes together. Bend your knees. Utkatasana, fierce pose. Arms can be up or on your hips. Exhale, sit a little bit deeper, lift your chest a little bit more. One more breath in. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step to plank, and then your choice. Knees, straight legs, or chaturanga, hover. Cobra, sphinx, or upward facing dog and upper dog. Knees are not touching the ground, just hands and tops of the feet. On your next exhalation, we'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Let the right foot come forward between the hands. The left foot comes down. Toes towards the top left corner of the mat. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, bend your elbows, cactus arms, like so. Elbows in the line of the shoulders. Inhale, lift the chest a little more. Exhale, release the hands. Step to plank on an inhalation. Exhale, knees, straight legs, or chaturanga, hover. Sphinx, cobra, or upper dog. Exhale, downward dog. Look forward to the hand. Left foot forward, right foot down. Inhale. Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Exhale, cactus arms, bend the elbows shoulder height. Lift the chest a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, step to plank. Exhale, your vinyasa. Inhale, roll the chest open. And exhale. Soft face, soft eyes. One more breath here. Look forward to the hands, inhale. Exhale, step walk or lightly hop to the top. Big toes together. Inhale, bend your knees. Lift your arms. It's a little bit deeper. Lift your chest a little bit more. One last breath. Let me move my mat slightly. You can see better. And then exhale, stand tall. Straighten the legs. Hands at the heart. Feeling maybe a little bit of warmth. Microphone doesn't work with me today. Sometimes that happens. Observe the breath. Have you lost the breath? Can you bring it back? And we add a little bit more standing poses here before we come down onto our sit bones. Hands on the hips. Shift your weight over to your left foot and then bring your right knee in towards your chest without hands. Doesn't matter how high it is, here or all the way up, as long as you are not bringing your chest towards your knee. Spine is long, inhale. Now when you exhale, bring that right leg back. It can touch the ground for balance, or it can kind of float into, let's say it's a warrior three. Inhale, bend the front knee. Use your core muscles to lift it up. Exhale, kick the leg back. Keep it nice and strong as it goes back, which will help you balance. Inhale, one more time. You might feel that left leg starting to talk to you. Exhale, float the right leg back. Take a deep, full breath in. And then exhale, step the right foot down, foot on the earth. Once again, we find ourselves in warrior one. Interlace the fingers behind the back this time. I know the left leg is starting to get a little tired. We're almost there. Lift the chest. And then when you exhale, wave forward, either shoulder onto thigh or shoulder inner thigh, inner knee. If you feel your hips are moving to the right, widen your stance. Humble warrior. 2 more breaths. Last big breath. And press the feet down. Hands next to your foot. Lengthen the spine. And then exhale, take a step to the top of the mat. And you can shift from side to side. You can even release that left leg a little bit if it is a little bit intense for it. Then lift your arms all the way up and overhead. Deep inhale. Exhale, hands at the heart for the other side. Hands on the hips now. Lengthen your spine, inhale. Exhale, I'll show you on the same side because my right leg is a little bit tight today, but you do the other side. So I'll guide you through it. It looks like I'm doing the other side. Bring all your weight over onto your right foot. Lift your left knee into your chest. Take a deep inhale. Spine is still, exhale. And then we start to flow. Inhale. Exhale, kick your left leg back behind you. Inhale, bend the front knee. Exhale, with control, belly muscles to spine, kick back. Last time, inhale. Exhale, kick the leg back. Step the foot down. Warrior one position. Front knee is bent. If you feel your weight is going over, I'll show you from here. If your feet are too much in a row or in one line, the hips go to the one side, right? So take a wider stance if that's happening. Interlace the fingers. Lift your chest up, inhale. And then exhale, either shoulder to thigh or inside of the knee. Let the head go if you dare. Breathe. Press the feet down. Hands next to the foot, inhale. And then exhale, step to the top of the mat. You can wiggle out your right foot, shift from side to side, release. And then come down, either first with your knees or through Malasana, squat. You can bring your hands behind you, or not even, and maybe sit down. Maybe your core is that strong. Speaking of which, one more practice for our core. So we bring the knees together. Really, they're glued together as one unit. Heels on the ground, hands underneath the knees. And then lift your chest. We're not sitting on the backs of the sit bones. We're sitting almost on the front. Lengthen the spine, inhale. And then maybe stay, exhale. Belly muscles lift towards the spine. If you can, as best you can, keep the same position when you bring the legs parallel with the earth. So not like this. A little bit more in the front of the sit bones, which is harder. Then do this. Maybe some of you might be able to release the hands. I'm not going to join you. Maybe some of you are able to straighten the legs and release the hands again. Be my guest. Breathe. Hug the inner thighs towards one another. My teacher Indu always says, no boat is still, otherwise there wouldn't be water. So if there's wiggling, trembling, embrace it. Breathe into it. Last breath. And then release. Soles of the feet together. You can stay up to open the inner thighs or fold more forward. Feel, where does the body take you on the breath? Inhale, rise up. And then bring your legs together. Take a moment with your legs stretched out as you wiggle the legs and release them a little bit. Take a moment to feel what would be the ideal pose for you to close your practice in. Maybe it's regular Shavasana on your back, making sure you're warm and comfortable. Use any props. Maybe it's Shavasana on your side, called sideline Shavasana. Or maybe it's legs up the wall. It can be very simple. Just bring your legs up, or you can use a little blanket for it. Make sure that the blanket is not against the wall. And then for the next few minutes, take a comfortable, restful pose where you'll breathe and release. Little light going off. Close your eyes. Allow the body to dissolve into peace. If you have more time to stay, The shape that you're in, please do stay. Otherwise, you can start to slowly transition out. And close your practice once again with the sound of Om. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May there be peace. May there be peace. May there be peace. Thank you. See you next time.